That's one way to land. Makes it to the first platform.
But here comes Sasquatch.
Here he comes.
Dr. Heimlich to reception, please.
It's a race to the finish. Or to the end of the show at the rate they're moving.
It's neck and neck.
Actually, Nick, neck and neck is not the position we're looking at. Wait a second, she's saying something, John. Oh, that's good. She wants to hang out. Guys, in a couple of months, the water freezes over.
But Jess is up.
Come on, guys.
And she's on the final block. Sheriff's struggling still to keep that footing. Jessie jumps.
Oh, and we have a girl.
So Jessie Duran is headed to the Wipeout zone, along with Mouth of the South, Travis Mitchell, Nick the Rookie Cop, and Jazz Hands Sebchik.
After the break, the final stage of our journey to $50,000 when our intrepid Final Four face the Wipeout zone.
Welcome back to Wipeout, where it's dark and money time.
Night has fallen and the time has come. It's been 3 rounds of some big wipeouts, but before one lucky contestant can leave here with $50,000, they will have to face the Wipeout zone.
The Wipeout zone made up of 4 stages. It starts way up there at Killer Surf, where contestants slide down the steep ramp and into the drink below.
From there, they're off to the barrel run, where they'll have to run up a ramp and jump over oncoming barrels, making their way onto
the spinner, where they have to get on a disc revolving at dizzying speeds.
That contraption will take them to the other side of the course.
And on to our final obstacle, the launch pads,
which are a series of trampolines set at different heights and distances.
4 contestants remain, and the one with the best time goes home $50,000 richer. It's that simple.
Up first is our rookie cop, Nick Leland.
Jill standing by with him now.
How excited are you?
I'm stoked. Got like a nervous excitement going on, so we'll see what happens.
Now, you see what's going on. Do you have a strategy?
I'll figure it out once I get out there.
Well, that's a good plan. All right, we'll go get him.
Nick in his yellow outfit began the day in a colorful fashion, acing the Wipeout qualifier.
He was nearly the last man standing on the sweeper, and he left his competition dumbfounded on the dizzy dump.
So Nick Leland taking his place at the top of the course. We'll see if he has what it takes to win the $50,000. Nick's away. Quickly onto the barrel run. He has to jump over those barrels and make it to the top of the ramp. Not terribly efficient so far.
Oh, that is going to hurt tomorrow.
And before he makes it to the spinner, Nick has to skirt his way around this climbing wall. 10 feet above the water, fall here would cost him critical time. But he is through and ready for the spinner.
The key here is knowing how to time your jumps so that you don't get impaled.
He's onto that spinner, and it looks like he might just try and go for it immediately. Misses the platform and into the water. Nick will now have to swim all the way back to the beginning of the spinner, and that's going to cost him. He approaches the spinner now for a second time, clearly fatigued. He's onto the spinner once again, taking his time this time around, being a little more thoughtful, a little more cautious. Doesn't want to blow it again. He can't get that time back. And he makes it over to the launch pads, where contestants now must bounce from trampoline to the finish. And after taking those 2 trips on the spinner, he really cannot afford another wipeout. In danger here, and he can't hold on. He is in the water, and perhaps his hopes of winning are down there with him.
You know, I got to tell you, Nick has been such a force to be reckoned with all day. It gives you an idea of how tough this course really is. The moment of truth for Nick Leland. Can he make it? And he does, edging closer to the $50,000. 2 trampolines in 1 move. Nick Leland leaving it all on the course. And finally finishes.
But not looking pleased. His time, 5 minutes and 43 seconds right there. Will it hold up? Time, and the other 3 contestants will tell. Jill is down there with our next competitor, Jessie Duran.
You have surprised us every step of the way.
I know, I kind of surprised myself. I thought I was going home after the first round, so it's good to be here.
Jessie's been having a great time all day, and she finished with the best qualifier among the women.
The sweeper took Jessie on a ride, but she held on to make it to the dizzy dummy, where she crawled into the final 4 against tall odds.
Jessie Duran, the competition's only remaining female competitor, set to go.
Let's take one more look at that.
Looking good so far on the barrel run. Little bobbled there, but better so far on the barrels than Nick, who came before her. Jessie Duran making good time and directly onto that climbing wall.
She's starting to look a little tentative. You have to wonder if losing a nail is going to hurt her here. And there's your answer.
Now it's important for Jessie to get onto that spinner as fast as possible. She has little time to spare. She was at 1 minute when she fell off the wall, and now as she stares down that spinner, it's more than 4 minutes on the clock.
Yet she takes the time to check her hair.
Jessie back on the court. Taking her time on the spinner, and with only a minute left, she can't afford another wipeout. Better to take that extra rotation, make a mistake, and fall off. And she makes it.
Amazing. Now the only thing between her nails, and a shot at $50,000 are the launch pads. Less than a minute to go now.
Jessie Duran clawing her way up onto that second trampoline. She's made it there, and she might just pull this off.
Only one trampoline to go. Can she make it?
Jessie in trouble on that last pad. We've made sport of her in the nails, but look at her here clinging, and that takes a great deal of strength as she's pulling herself up.
Less than 15 seconds to go. Can she do it? And she makes it.
With a time of 5 minutes, 36 seconds, go-go dancer Jessie Duran beats Nick, our rookie cop, to take first place. Our only female finalist, sitting pretty with that 50 grand well within her reach.
When we come back, Arthur and Travis will look to unseat Jessie for a shot at $50,000.
Welcome back to Wipeout, where the first half of the Wipeout zone is complete. Jessie Duran hung on by a nail and is currently in first place. But looking to take the 50 grand away from her, Arthur Sevcek, the jazz dancer.
Arthur has been the picture of confidence all day long, sashaying his way through the qualifier.
50,000. He relied on a little bit of luck on the sweeper, remaining in the competition by about 1.5 feet.
But he regained his mojo on the dizzy dummy, becoming the second person to make it to the Wipeout zone.
So here we are, Arthur Sevcek trying to beat the time of 5 minutes, 36 seconds that was put down by Jessie Duran. And here we go.
Hey, let's take another look at that entry.
Getting in's not the hard part. It's moving on as quick as possible. Arthur very fast up the barrel run. No hesitation, and he is onto the wall. Whoop. Really a flawless run so far, but that can change in an instant on the spinner. We make jokes about Arthur's jazz dancing, but really, the steps he makes here could net him $50,000. Yikes. Now he misses his first opportunity to jump off the spinner. That may not be a bad play. You spend a few extra seconds, and Arthur makes it. Only one obstacle remains, and he is well ahead of the pace set by Nick and Jessie. $50,000 right there for Arthur Sevcek, who is on track for a perfect run.
Oh no, and he wipes out. Arthur Sevcek showing us he is indeed human.
Arthur's going to drop time. That's not as costly falling off the launch pad as it is if he was on the spinner. He's still got that 50 grand right there. He has one trampoline remaining, and really it's a matter of setting the time now for Travis Mitchell to beat.
Arthur Sevcek crushes this course with a time of 2 minutes, 40 seconds.
So it all comes down to this. Travis in the Wipeout zone.
Travis, $50,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna take it home.
Travis was a standout in our qualifier. Barely hung on, though, to make it through the sweeper.
Hey, I thought white men can't jump.
He then left the competition dazed and confused in the dizzy dummy.
And here we are down to the last contestant.
50,000, Arthur.
Arthur Sebchek or Travis Mitchell, one of them, 2 minutes and 40 seconds away from $50,000.
Let's take one more look at that. Excellent angle. Nice trajectory. I think he needs to work on the distance.
To work on the barrel run, not hesitate the slightest to get over there and tackle those barrels coming down the ramp.
Oh, a near miss for Travis. With 50 grand on the line, he is going through this course a little recklessly.
But still making good time. On now to the spinner. Travis making his leap. Remember, Arthur took 2 turns around. If Travis could take one, he doesn't. And he sets himself up with more than a minute to go through the launch pads, our final obstacle in the wipeout zone.
John, if he can only keep it clean through the rest of this obstacle, he has the 5th. Oh, no! Tragedy strike.
Travis Mitchell, who vowed not to get wet at the start of this competition, now swimming for his $50,000 and wipeout life.
The launch pad's proving to be the great equalizer today.
He is down to his final 10 seconds. 2 more trampolines. Can he do it? Will he best the time of Arthur Sebchek? And he will not. Arthur Jazz Hand Sebchek is our wipeout champion.
Wipeout!
This is so good!
Congratulations to him. Well, that's it for this week. Stay tuned for a sneak peek, though, of what's coming up this season on Wipeout. Until next week, America, I'm John Anderson.
And I'm John Henson for Jill Wagner. Good night and big balls.
This season on Wipeout, we'll bring you new contestants, of course, new obstacles, and obviously more big balls.
This is not cool.
Tune in to see America's best and America's brightest.
Take your business.
Wipeout.